A warm welcome to the AW Services YouTube channel. I'm Austin. Today, being Bank Holiday Monday, is the final and last day of the legendary Grand Tour. That is North Devon's famous mini weekend, which raises vital funds for our very special Children's Hospice Southwest, which is located here in Fremington at Little Bridge House. So today the minis will leave Victoria Park in Bideford at around 11 AM approximately, because all timings are always approximate. They will leave Victoria Park in Bideford. They will then carry on along the quayfront over the old Bideford Bridge on the old Barnstable Road and make their way via Instow, Yelland, Fremington before turning off in the Fremington village and then heading through the back of the housing estate at Redlands into the Children's Hospice Southwest. They go through the hospice, around the mini roundabout and out again and past me where I'm sat now. They then exit the end of this road that you can see in the video to the right and then proceed and make their way to Bickington, where they then end up at the Cedars roundabout, where they take a right hand turn and then follow the approach road down to the North Devon Link Road via Rounswell. At the end they take a left, and I believe the North Devon Link Road there is the A39 Atlantic Highway. Taking a left, following that along briefly over the River Tor Bridge, taking a right at the Bishop Taunton roundabout, down through the village into the dip, and at the primary school they take a left hand turn and just head up over the high ground where they end up at their rest break, which will then be Portmore or Mount Sanford, where they regroup, give everybody a chance to get together, make sure there's no technical issues with any cars, medical issues with any drivers. They wait there briefly for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then they drive out of the end of the old Lanky Road up to the Lanky Junction, where they take a left hand turn. That's also the junction with the North Devon Link Road, A361. Then they take an immediate right hand turn, then an immediate left hand turn over the Link Road Bridge again, up over the high ground across country, where they make their way to Goodley. Then at Goodley they then, I believe if I'm right, take a left up to the hairpin, then down via Snapper, then on to Bratton Fleming, up through Bratton Fleming where they're climbing up in elevation, and then past Park Lane Industrial Estate, up over onto Exmoor, and then they make their way to Linton. Through Linton they then drop down into the Valley of the Rocks, where they stop for another regroup and refreshment, and after that they then make their way into Martin, which is always an amazing reception. The town really comes out and supports this event incredibly. Then on to Ilfracombe for a moving finish. I won't go into the technicalities of why we're not stopping in Ilfracombe. I'm not going to entertain any conversations on that point. However, they finish at Ilfracombe and then they make their way back to Bideford to their campsite for an auction, a debrief, and a good old final goodbye before a lot of them depart home so they can go back to work tomorrow. There is lots of video already on my channel. There is a playlist dedicated to the legendary Grand Tour. Facebook, AW Services. You'll see all of the event photography of all the cars and their convoys, a brief insight into the campsite and the people that make the Grand Tour legendary. But if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, support the channel. We're not far now from monetization. Hit the bell icon for notifications when new videos are published. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, a thumbs down if you think it's pants. Either way, your interaction supports the channel and helps the YouTube algorithm perfectly. Also, if you can watch as many of my videos as you can and watch them in full, YouTube algorithms count seconds and minutes and they all add up. But thank you for watching. You can also donate online to the Children's Hospice Southwest if you can afford to do so and you wish to do so, and I will leave a link in the description of this video. I'm Austin, you've been watching AW Services. We're supporting the legendary Grand Tour, which supports the Children's Hospice Southwest.